Hello.
你好，我很好朋友。
Hello, hello.
Or hell.
Hell.
Spoilers. That's for later.
Hell. We're going to
What?
hell.
Maybe. Maybe.
Oh, damn it.
What spoilers?
Not again.
We're going to hell.
Listen, I have this incredible punch card, and every time I send one of you guys to hell, I am 1/10 of the way closer to a free smoothie.
You know what? That's completely fair. Have a nice day.
Wait, every time you send? How many times has it been?
Well, I'm really hoping to get that smoothie soon.
I hope you get your smoothie soon, too.
I believe in my ability to hold a bunch of demons hostage until they make good on their bargains.
Real.
Display the on the stream as just our Discord avatar.
Shit, I gotta change my reactive, don't I?
Or Sprout.
Or has it been wrong this entire time? I have no idea.
It has been, yeah.
Okay, well, that's fine.
You sound very tired.
I am very tired.
He is the definition of tired. I checked in the dictionary, and it was very frustrating because I don't know how to communicate like a picture instead of like words. So now I don't know how to define the word tired. All because he
Well,
didn't
it's simple.
sleep.
I am the word tired.
Well, I can't
Mental
just say I
projection,
am
yeah, just
tired.
projecting
I got
into our
plenty of
mind.
sleep.
I am tired.
Oh, hi,
I
tired.
don't.
Tired is me.
Yes, I am tired. I'm tired, and my cat is staring at me. Hi. Do you have something you want to say, sir? Oh, we're doing slow blinkies, okay.
Oh,
Slow blinkies.
That's when a cat says I love you.
No, that's
Yeah.
how he says I'm preparing for war against you, and I really don't understand how it took you this long to figure that out.
No, I give him neck scritches and he forgets about war for another day.
Well,
just
yeah,
just
he is.
for a day.
everyone's
Well,
so,
yeah,
so tired.
but then he is preparing for war. He just has a short memory.
Can one really prepare for war if one has a short enough memory to forget about it with neck scratches and then they forget to prepare for war?
Not very well, but can they? Yes.
Eventually, maybe he will be prepared for war.
Like, it's a slow process, but, you know,
It's
some
not
people,
happening anytime
yeah,
soon.
yeah, exactly.
My babies are sleeping on a couch
Beasts.
on top of a bright green.
Everyone here sounds so tired. I want to sleep now because of you.
Sorry. Listen,
my def-
I think we're all collectively about to start defending ourselves.
In my defense, I just woke up.
Nice.
In my defense, I worked.
Yeah, it's fair.
An end of sentence. That's all I need to
Heads
say.
up, due to my internet connection, there might be a delay in my responses in like
Okay.
the second or two. I will try to fix it. Give me 2 minutes. I will rejoin.
Okay.
Okay. Doo-doo.
Hello again.
Hello. We're just waiting on the Stargales.
Also, you turned my eidolon back to medium or Stargales.
Here I don't know change back to anything. There's just going to be old tokens since I dropped everything on. Also, why are you waiting for me? I'm right here.
Hello.
Because you never said that you were ready.
Let me make sure that I didn't fuck my familiars.
Yeah, I'm ready. I just briefly won't be able to move my token, but that's you know.
Okay, so who wants to recap us?
I don't even know.
I would be glad, but I don't know what happened. I just joined.
I know.
Oh, then you'd love to recap us, I'm sure.
Okay. So last time the party had been going on a particular set of missions, requests, whatever, starting with one tavern, leading to another, leading to being asked to meet over at the particular Takumi village. And now that they're there, they were asked to do a lot of research into a particular set of disappearances happening with trade caravans going through the area. As that led to the party asking a bunch of questions among the tavern patrons, try to get the local gossip on all of that, and also resulted in one particular party member deciding to become a plushie in order to help with getting that information, because apparently she during that state or in that state she could get people to open up more. Anyways, what the party learned was that.
Sorry.
What's that?
I was gonna say emotionally manipulate our targets, you mean?
Exactly. So, anyways, with all of that, the party learned about the fact that the group that was making caravans disappear were renegade Star Knights, and that they were utilizing a particular tunnel network to be their to work through some of their transportation, which the party may be looking into. Also, learned the area where the renegade Star Knights typically set up their ambushes, and are planning to go meet these renegades in order to defeat them and turn them in. Furthermore, as the final piece of information they learned, is that the caravans were being carted off using the dead roads in order to send them to very remote locations, making it easier to finish the job. So, the party now awaits setting off, having also drank some very weird potions, or have been given some very weird potions that they're supposed to drink at very specific locations and times. And also, Zanjo had been asked to go and meet with the twins that they had met at the tavern just before leaving.
Oh boy.
Stargales, your microphone has some static when you're talking. It's hard
Yeah, it's
to.
because I'm on. I'm on an earbud mic right now.
I see.
It'll be fixed a bit later. Just
Yeah.
getting
It's
some
not too
food
bad.
real quick.
Would be appreciated.
Yeah, get that food.
That's
I
where
have a
we come in.
potion that says drink to avoid ambush.
So then, the party would wake up to find out, after their free night stay, that there are new adventurers at the tavern who've been recruited to help with this particular ousting of these particularly corrupt knights. So feel free to introduce your characters.
Oh, just like that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Does
so
anybody know where Sherfield is?
Pardon?
I said, does anybody know where Sherfield is?
I am realizing they're not here, actually.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can go poke them.
Thank you. Since I was running late, I didn't do a lot of checks.
completely
Mhm.
fine.
I will be the
Holidays
second one.
did just end.
Anyway, introduce your characters.
Okay. I'll go first for this simply. I am playing as Tori, who is a awakened animal rabbit, specifically a giant's rabbit. So they are like about 14 or 15 feet tall.
What?
And she's kind of has a bit of a bit hardened for the most part. She's a bit aggressive to get information, specifically about her past. But she's mostly chill to when her past isn't really brought up, and she enjoys helping other people as much as she can, as she kind of feels for not having anyone there to help you out and stuff like that. And as a class, she is a barbarian animist for reasons. And yeah, she is she, her, and 25 years of age. And the picture, the token that is there is a commission I got for her a while ago. So that's exactly how she looks.
And what is she doing inside the tavern?
To help.
I guess.
Wait, you can get to huge in this game at level 10?
No, just
No.
large.
It's
Is what's
large.
huge? I thought huge was 15, 16.
Yeah, huge is everything over 15. I thought that's what you said.
Oh, my apologies. And then it's 13, 14. I always forget what edition they always change it. But yeah, 13, 14. She's like at the peak almost to huge, not to. She's only
Either
large.
way, we're gonna have to look up when we're
Oh, sorry.
talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So large is anything is under 15.
Okay. So let's just say a nice 13 then. 13.
Okay.
Not a problem for me then. Alright. My turn now. How does the tavern look in? Just imagine our average middle-aged tavern like we see in the old Castlevanias and animes.
It's a treehouse.
Yeah. Beyond that, yes. It looks very ordinary besides that fact.
Well, can I make an entrance instead of being at the tavern already?
Sure.
Thanks. You see as the door opens and inside peeks a big draconic head. But before anyone has a chance to panic or react, it smiles. And inside walks in a man. Let me do the funny thing. The most average kitsune you've ever seen. Yes. pats the dragon on the head as he passes by, and she gets, let's say, sucked into the tattoo on his hand. He slowly walks towards the least crowded place and sits there, ordering some fine dishes. He's the class is a rogue summoner with a draconic eidolon. The the disguise is on purpose. He's not actually a kitsune.
There's a few of us who aren't quite what we seem.
What did you say?
I said there's a few of us who aren't quite what we seem.
Mm-hmm. With the new Tiansha, there are a lot of shapeshifters now. Yeah, I'm basically playing as a duo of characters. The always positive, upright dragon and let's say more realist, more serious rogue.
Yeah.
They're here now not just for the mission alone, not concerned with all other matters and just wanting to finish it as soon as possible. Stop changing the size.
Gotta fit on
Sorry,
the
followers are. This is just the opening screen, so I'm trying to get it so that everything is neat and not covering up the title.
All right.
This isn't reflective of how big you'll be on other maps.
Mm-hmm. That is it for me.
I guess we're sitting inside the establishment at this point. Slowly drinking coffee and poking at his breakfast. You see a kitsune in former in military garb, kind of scrubbed of any identifiers. Kind of like he picked them up at an army surplus store. He's got very shiny bronze coat and a very blank expression on his face.
Ooh, shiny.
Is it like a blank expression of like they're always thinking or that they've seen things?
Both.
Okay.
More like he's hard to read.
Got it. All right, cool.
I guess that's my turn.
Yep.
Sitting across from the military garbed kitsune is yet another kitsune. This one face planted into the table, looking exhausted as fuck, with light gray fur and a greenish tinged cloak. They look to be some sort of druid. And standing beside them are two smaller foxes, one being darker gray in color and the other being more orangish brown in color. The little dark gray fox looks a little more friendly and paying attention to the kitsune, whereas the darker oranger one is looking around the room with a furrowed brow.
Hmm.
I suppose that leaves my character, since your field isn't responding to anything I've sent at them so far. Sitting nearby in those boxes actually is just another fox. Although she seems to generally be minding her own business right now.
How many goddamn foxes do we have? We didn't oops all
Whole lot of
kitsune.
foxes here.
Oops, all kitsunes. Oh man.
Not enough. They can always have more foxes.
No, I'm changing my ancestry from rabbit to fox real quick.
No, don't.
Do it. Anyway,
You're the only one
the only
left.
thing that you could even tell, the only thing you could really note about the particular fox sitting next to the other two that are by the druid is that she just seems to have little bags strapped around her.
Okay.
A bag?
Like I said, little bags strapped around her.
I see.
Little bag.
Bag of
Alright.
secrets.
You don't need to change your ancestry, just choose something with change shape. Mine was on purpose. It says you transform into a humanoid that is most common around here, so mine has an explanation.
Oh man.
Way out here.
Alright, if nobody wants to do something, I'm gonna try to communicate with others in a very interesting way.
Wait, something's gonna happen.
Yeah. The man is sitting trying to enjoy his food, but you then hear a whisper. Hey, Lang Tan, come on.
Yes.
See those people? He responds, "Ah, let me enjoy some peace and quiet." But the voice whispers around him, come on, talk with them, they seem interesting. And after quite some time, he finally gives up. Fine. The man walks up to the three sitting, to the two sitting foxes and one lying fox. And begins the conversation. Well, hello there. You're here on the mission as well? God damn it again.
To look into the missing caravans, yes.
I see.
Oh,
Alright.
hello. Are you here to
Let's-
help?
Yes, let's establish one thing. I'm here only for the mission. I do not care what happens with any of you as long as it's completed. But then you hear this voice, this funny girlish voice yet again. Oh, come on, don't be so stingy. They might be a great help. Shut up, I'm talking with them.
How about we all make sure none of each other die and we all get what we want?
Tian looks at you and says, not trusting, not be willing to work with your comrades effectively like that is how you die.
I already died once. I don't care that much.
Well, the whole point of working together is make sure we die a little less, so we all make sure none of us die. We all get paid well. If that's your motivator.
Yeah, you heard them, Leon. Stop being so stop being so serious. They're here. They're our comrades now. Come on, be more open. He sighs and sits down to the table with you. All right,
Huzzah.
what's the plan?
Great question. What is the plan?
The green and black. Um, the green and black dragon that is this tavern's proprietor would approach you. I'll inform you. So then, you are all going to be handling my particular request, going after the rogue Star Knights, correct?
Yes, indeed.
Appears to be the plan.
Well then, I would like to introduce you to an old acquaintance of mine, assuming that you haven't met. They were a former Star Knight.
Oh, you're talking about me?
Sorry, one moment. Trying to set up the map, so at the same time while I do this, so forgive me if I'm a bit slow.
Okay,
You're
wait.
fine.
Out of
Well,
character, are you talking about me, the former Star Knight, or is Jitro was one as well?
Unfortunately, the map got a bit,
I believe I'm not a Star Knight or a former Star Knight.
That is good. They even made a character, even though just in the last couple hours, and yet where is he?
Okay. Here we go. Tell me if any of you have problems seeing. You should be at the bottom left corner of the map.
I can see.
I can see just fine.
Let me see. Yes. Okay. This is not this is not my token.
It's like, wait a minute.
No.
Suddenly, Snake.
It You've uncovered my greatest secret. No.
You're just a snake with a knife.
It's all ruined now.
uh,
Also, she's not there.
there you
Okay. Sorry, is everyone able to see?
Yes.
Yes.
I am.
Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh,
Hello?
why did my sound fuck up?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Okay.
Hello?
Can you hear us now?
Okay. Oh, sorry. Now I can hear you. Can you all
Yeah.
see?
Alrighty then.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. Sure.
All right.
Here's your bartender for those who don't know. This guy being pointed to.
Yes.
Ooh, fancy.
Oh god.
Oh, I don't like the whole god.
Sprout refuses to make eye contact.
Is that a goat or a dragon?
What?
Is that a goat or a dragon?
Sprout mentally says, oh
dragon.
god, and refuses to make eye contact with said dragon.
All right. Can you tell me what is my relationship with this person?
He's just the bartender. Yeah.
I
He's also the one who put up the job.
all right.
He'll yell across the bar, "Hey, Dragonfly!" You hear a bunch of unhappy grumbling as a strange cross between a dragon and a kitsune comes up to the table. She just glares at Nadir. "I told you to stop calling me that. My name is Lafina." Nadir just pats her on the back. "Good old Dragonfly." So this
Try not to snicker.
So this is the group you're going to be escorting and helping kill all of your old friends. Lafita
That
just
seems
glares at
extreme.
him.
Oh, come on, Alvin. It'll be like ages ago.
Ages?
Look, I just object to them being called my old friends. I'm not friends with every goddamn Star Knight in this entire fucking continent. When are you going to understand this? When it starts being true. Nadir replies.
Sorry if you echoed for a second.
I just like slowly drink my water, trying to avoid the awkwardness.
Nadir just
of
wraps his arm around her shoulders. So, as you can see, this is a former Star Knight. They all wear that little star with a lightning bolt in it as their, well, permanent graduation gift.
Zanja will just say, well, I'm very intimately familiar with Lavina here. Admittedly, I guess I didn't realize she used to be a Star Knight. She certainly wasn't when I got around.
Lavina would just groan a bit and say, "I graduated a while ago. I was intending to, well, create new things for the Knights. Hopefully get a squad to help me test some of those inventions even. I really used to believe in the cause. And then I didn't. So I left."
Oh, and Rathana, we have Sherfield now.
Hello.
So we can introduce
Hello.
our final
Hey,
player.
can you guys hear me? My reception
Yes.
bad right now. I thought everything started in 22 minutes, so I do apologize for that.
No problem. Welcome to the game. Make sure that you are in Foundry and stuff and introduce your character and all the jazz.
Time zones.
As for everyone else who was already at the table, Zanja speaking is the first time they heard this particular fox, who just looks like a very, well, strangely mystical fox, start talking. It's not exactly a common occurrence to see four-legged foxes talking.
Look, it's more common than you might think. We might as well be in Foxy elsewhere.
Oh my
Right.
gods. Mostly saying for, the new party members. Obviously, the old party members know her.
What?
We sure do.
I'm John Tong and Sprout knows Danja. The new party members have not heard her speak until that moment.
Yeah. Huh. I guess
Oh.
everyone can talk nowadays. Says the talking rabbit.
Well, no, she looks very much just like a wild fox.
No, I was saying Tori was like, not everyone can talk these days, says the talking rabbit to the talking fox.
Well, I mean, she's Tori is anthropomorphized and all of that.
Yeah.
She's like I said, she looks like a wild fox.
Oh, actual. Okay, got it. Sorry, my apologies.
4 legs, all the whole the shebang.
Got it. Got it.
The talking dragon response from the tattoo.
Very interesting.
Anyway, introduce your character, Sherfield.
They're muted. There you go.
I'm at the library at the moment, or I'm deciding if I should just head home in 10 minutes or if I could just roleplay here. I don't have the best reception here at the moment. I probably sound muffled to you guys.
A little. You probably should go home and just listen in on session and then join later if you require that.
Awesome, thank you.
The Minotaur mysteriously disappears into the air. So, do we continue now?
Yeah.
Great. Alright, let's get this over with already.
So Lavina would look over to the fox and say, "You know, admittedly, I never expected a cat to turn into a fox. It's a good look, though." She says this looking over at Sanja.
Apparently, it was part of the goal in making me the softest creature imaginable. She says, rolling her eyes.
Wait, you were a
Do you
cat
require brushies?
before?
I can use my air magical enough for brushes.
Wait, how big is she? Just like a regular fox?
Well, she's a regular fox, but she is bigger. I'd say like a fox that's the size of a greyhound kind of deal.
Okay.
I see.
A dire fox.
Kinda,
Probably
yeah.
not the same size that Zephyr and Sunny are.
Wouldn't that
basically.
be a huge creature because they're the size of a bus?
Oh my
What?
god. I think it was a joke.
Yeah.
Oh.
After the phrase about the softest creature, you feel a clawed arm starts petting you from the back as Yang Yan manifests by herself.
Lavina just
Wait,
says,
she's under the tavern.
Who is?
Someone is under the
Yang
tavern?
Yan, my Eidolon, is under the tavern.
I thought I fixed that. Hold on.
so Lavina
Oh.
So Lavina would say to Sanja, "It is a shame that you don't want to have your fur brushed. I have a number of different fur dryers that I have been meaning to test. Ones that keep your fur the perfect level of moisturized and the correct temperature. And I really want to see if I've finally gotten them to stop blowing up on me."
No.
Zaja just stares at Lavina and says, "You had me till the blowing up part. See, you're close enough to me that I'd allow it."
She just says, "It probably wouldn't kill you, and I have a fur desinger that does not blow up."
And a bunch of health potions in case the first part does.
Yes.
She sighs, "Fine."
Do-
Trial and error
do your
means
things
that I
blow
have
up
a
a lot?
lot of alchemist friends.
but we should probably not test it here in the tavern. I feel like our attendant might not enjoy an explosion in here.
Nadir would just say, Lavina's a repeat customer, so I've already had to make sure that I treat any table that she's allowed at.
Oh, well, fair enough.
I see exploding is a common occurrence then.
When you want to make truly innovative inventions, sometimes you end up doing things and you're not really sure if those things are going to stay stable. And they blow up because they weren't.
I see. But doing it in a tavern though?
Field testing is very important. Things need to be capable of working in taverns because lots of people stay at taverns.
I give a nod like, that makes sense.
If it doesn't blow up the first time, I'll offer myself as a test subject too. But if it does blow up, then no, thank you.
Look, it's gone a few I've gotten it to go without blowing up 7 times in a row now.
Make it 8 times in a row and I'll help you out.
A whole 7. Well, I mean, at the very least, it hasn't blown up yet, so sure.
Either way, though, if you are interested in dealing with the Star Knights in the area, I can help you set an ambush. Hopefully. I'm pretty studied in their, well, old ambushing techniques, so I know the signs.
Well, that's good to hear.
Sprout pulls out the potion labeled drink to avoid ambush and looks at it thoughtfully.
You have it just in case.
I was given it.
Can't be ambushed if you explode.
I hope it doesn't make me explode.
Well, wouldn't that be called juice that makes you explode instead of juice that makes you avoid ambushes?
Exactly.
What if it like teleports you a mile away in a random direction?
It avoided the ambush.
The doctor will say, well, if it's exactly a mile and doesn't account for objects, then I suppose you, as a druid, you just hope you land in a tree.
That would work. So, what exactly is our next move?
Oh, I guess find where to ambush the ambushes, I guess.
Well, before I go, I'm supposed to meet with those twins that we talked to earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ideally, after we do whatever you have to do here, we're just going to set a special fiery trap wherever these knights have been ambushing bandits.
What sort of fiery trap? Are we gonna fill a carriage with bombs?
She thinks for a moment. Well, kind of.
So wait, we're using a carriage that's one of your inventions?
No. But the bomb part is right. Listen,
Oh, so we're just using a different invention.
yeah, a lot of my inventions never really escaped prototyping, and while they're durable enough to withstand explosions, only needing
Well.
minor repairs.
Well, if it explodes, then I'm sure you have very well knowledge about it.
If there's one thing I do well, it's building things that explode way more than they should.
Great to hear.
It exploded far away from us.
Probably fine.
Sandra will just say, look, one time she managed to make a hairspray bottle explode.
Huh. All
I'm
right.
biased. Lavina brought me Sunny, so.
Yeah,
and
Lavina's spread shaped.
Sandra just looks over at Sunny and says, yeah, she even figured out how to make a fox explosive too.
Listen, all I'm saying
Yeah, I
is
guess you're right.
all I'm saying is bringing you Sunny is the most in character thing imaginable for Lavina. If you think about it.
Yeah.
I don't get the joke. I am happy anyways.
I think the only thing that I haven't really seen explode was Galebot.
Oh, Galebot has never exploded in any of her iterations. I got it right the first time. It was so weird. I just had this moment of pure clarity, and I knew where everything went, how to get the coolant systems just perfect.
They took their Adderall that morning.
Well, I'm very glad that Gilbot's doing all right.
Yep, she's just charging right now.
Mm-hmm.
The deer glares over at Lavina. Wait a minute. If you're here, then you're charging her here. To which Lavina just gives him a shit-eating grin. Sometimes dragonflies need to charge their robots.
Oh,
Sandra just asks, wait, is there something about the process of charging Galebot that's problematic at this tavern?
probably takes a lot of energy and is pretty expensive.
Nindir nods. Well, all the same, if you deal with my Star Knight problem, I will make sure that you eat here free, alongside the pay, and I might even handle some delivering of more food to you later.
I'll make you regret those words.
That is not something you say to your employer. Thank you for the opportunity. We'll make sure those Star Knights don't give you any more trouble.
Sandra will say, greatly appreciated, although I suppose I'm a bit confused why finances would ever be a concern for you, she says, looking at Nadir.
Just because I have connections and a company does not mean I like spending a lot of extra money on Galebots recharging.
I suppose that's fair.
But don't worry. I will make sure that by the time you get done with all of those miscreants, that we give you a taste of the new house special.
Feast to look after to at least feast to look forward to after the battle.
Yeah, sounds fantastic.
Sandra just thinks for a moment. Sandra thinks for a moment, looks at Nadir, squints a bit, and says, so what are you planning to name this one? The Starry Ambush?
No, I much prefer fallen stars.
Oh, I see. Fair enough.
Legends of the Stars. I
Well
guess it is
then,
time.
I wish you the best of luck. And if you perform this job, I will make sure to get you an escort for those caves.
Suppose an escort would be appreciated. I mean, there's
Yeah.
always rubbing up against one side of the cave and just following that until you get to one of the other exits, but that might not get you to the desired one. Oh, hello? Oh,
Oh, welcome back.
Hello.
All right, should be more clear now. Hello.
hello. I take it you just arrived home?
Yes. Thank
Okay,
you.
we can introduce your character just before the party leaves.
Yeah.
Nadir would say, the escort isn't for making sure that you get directions from point A to point B. The escort is to make sure that the cave's, well, master doesn't see fit to destroy you.
Isn't that what the amulet was for?
Certainly. But there's a difference between making friends with someone and, well, remaining on neutral terms.
I see.
And for context, my character is coming across the party as their escort, hired escort, or what is the
No.
context of us meeting?
You were talked to by the Eastern Dragon that you'll see next to the party about a particular mission and that you would be joining a party for this particular quest.
Okay. Would Daitetsu be familiar with this Eastern Dragon? Would they have rapport? Like a history of some sort?
You know very little about him other than he runs the tavern that you're at.
Okay.
Oh, so that's the powerful and influential guy you're talking about.
Okay, Daitetsu will enter the room bearing his armor. I think those of the keen of eye would notice that earlier a Minotaur man smoking a pipe, wearing a kimono and a hari, would have crossed, not to the party, disappear for maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and come back bearing his armor, which is a Japanese style, feudal style Oyoroi, in hues of purple and blue, which those that are religiously inclined would know to be the wind speaker, I believe. He has long blue hair, and much like a minotaur, he is extremely large. And is the Eastern Dragon known as the Eastern Dragon, or do they have a more formal name?
Nadir,
Yeah.
Nadir?
Like I said, all you know is that he runs the tavern.
Okay. Would you recognize the former Empress?
No. Not only has her name changed, but she is a completely different form.
Okay. He looks to the party, nods to them. I am prepared. May I know your names? I am Daitetsu.
Ah,
Oh, so upfront.
so we have another one, I suppose. I'm Zanja. And the one note about Zanja is, as far as you can tell, she's just a talking fox. Like, looks exactly like a big wild fox.
Was Zanja also the name of the former princess?
No. You would have known her as Ketna.
Ketna
during that.
was.
Correct.
Sprout waves. Sprout, Zephyr, Sunny. Points to each fox in turn.
I give a wave and a smile. My name's Tori. Is a 13-foot tall rabbit is there, about your height, basically.
Tori, Sunny, Sever, Sprouts, Ketna.
No, Zanja.
Oh, sorry, Zanj. Zanj.
The dragon starts speaking. See, I told you they are cool guys, and you were concerned. Hello, my name's Liang Yan, and this broody old man is my brother, Liang Tian.
Brother.
The fox just nods. Yeah. Glad to meet you all. Please take care of us. And let's kill those bastards. This is all the dragon saying.
I guess for those that would be intrigued, they would know that he, just based on how he carries himself, very quiet, reserved, he's likely a former royal guard, especially considering the armor he bears and the symbols of the Wind Speaker, who was, I believe, the former chosen god of the Empress, the former Empress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Secret, goddamn it. Sprout gets flashbacks.
You would probably recognize Liang Tian by the equipment that he also was the Star Knight before, but he doesn't mention it once. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Can you repeat that, please?
I said, by his equipment, you may also recognize that Liang Tian was also a Star Knight before, but he doesn't mention it once.
The tattoo, I guess, narrows his eye. You will notice that even despite the image I have, his right eye is missing. So the whites of the eye. He notices the armor, looks it up and down, tilts his head. Nadir, pardon me, but I don't exactly understand the nature of this mission.
Bunch of Star Knights have been ambushing travelers in this particular area. It's bad for business, and I want them dealt with. Preferably defeated and turned into me. I'm not particular on the status, though.
And when you say Star Knights, is that the same as saying Royal Guards?
Star Knights are royal guards, yeah. In this case, we're referring to renegades.
Okay.
Wanted dead or alive. Got it.
We can
Interesting.
make them dead for sure.
As
If I
far
find
as
out that they've
I'm
been
concerned, they're wanted dead or alive. We have enough information to have them officially tried, so if you end up accidentally killing them, then I would make sure to defend that you are in the right.
Oh boy, that's comforting to hear.
Zanja will just say, I suppose it's also worth asking, do you prefer them grilled, roasted, or flambéed?
I like to think that we have fairly decent chefs on hand to... He says with a grin.
Liang Yan says, fried roll nights. I haven't eaten them yet.
Sprout grimaces. Although they probably will end up delivered dead if I find out they've been interfering with the nearby habitat while conducting their unwanted shenanigans.
The Star Knights don't have the best track record of being eco-friendly.
Of course they don't.
Sanja will just grumble and say they were a year ago.
He then pats Levito at the back. Except for Dragonfly, she's always been great.
Green thumb.
So then, I wish you well on your endeavors. And may we have a long, profitable business venture together.
We'll deal with it in no time.
I'll be getting
Sure.
back to cooking.
And I need to find where those twins have gone off to.
I see.
You see the deer walk through the wall, the other side of which you know to be the kitchen.
Show off.
That's new.
Out of character, oh gods, is he using Adroit Glory?
No, there's
Using
easier
what?
ways to do that.
Oh, okay.
Look, Nadir wouldn't use necromancy yet.
Yeah.
So are we going?
Yes. Vito would escort you to the door.
All right. And what does Sancha have a rough idea of where to go?
No.
Okay.
That was some fine introduction. We are going.
Fuck.
As you reach the doors, before you would leave out, one second.
Mm-hmm.
You see the foxes that some of you have seen before, not the foxes, the cats from before, appear in a gust of wind and a flash of fire.
Oh, well, there you two are. I was about to come looking for you.
We didn't want to interrupt your conversation.
Fair enough.
And who you might be.
We were tasked with assisting.
What?
And I have brought a special mushroom known as the conflict mushroom.
I see. Given what that means, I have concerns. Are we using it as a grenade?
No, it's just named after the first person to survive eating one.
Oh.
Before that, it was the Brook Duke mushroom because a lot of people ended up eating it for some reason and burning to death.
I see. Also, out of character, if you're talking about who I think you are, isn't that it was Deflagrant in that case?
What do you mean deflagrant?
I think it was deflagration.
Uh,
Let me look.
no,
You are saying
conflagrant
No.
means on fire or blazing. That's I got the correct word.
I see.
you're
Okay.
saying strings of words that turn into sentences. I don't understand.
Sorry, I only was checking because you said it's named after her rather than just after what the mushroom does.
Well, yeah, because her name is somewhere in that mushroom's name.
Gotcha. Well, our inspiration for her name was deflagration.
Shady.
It's close enough.
Anyway, she gives you a mushroom that appears to be on fire. She doesn't seem to be having any trouble holding it, though.
What is the nature of this object?
But
So I guess the next question is, what do you want us to do with that?
you eat it. It's actually a delicacy.
I see.
The younger one just says, our friend, the one inside the caves, treats us to it every single time we go to visit them. They're very delicious.
I see. So they come from deeper within those caves.
Yes. The fieriest part. Everything is on fire there.
Ah, gotcha. Well, I suppose I can try to see if I can survive it.
This one believes in you.
Just as Langton is about to project, the sister jumps in and says, "Come on, you'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm immortal." And hello. She walks around. I would like to give it a taste. Well, he just face palms.
Are you certain you are immortal?
Well, as long as he is immortal,
The
he's my
more
protector.
the fiery one just says, afraid there's only one mushroom. You will have to bargain with the owner of the cave to get another.
Well, we can all split it.
She raises her eyebrow at Sanja.
Well, I suppose it's a question of if that's if splitting it is going to do much to dilute what it's or why you're offering it as a help for the journey.
It is exactly as much as is required for that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh,
Well, I'll. I'm assuming this is what you wanted me to meet you for.
Right?
Okay, then I will eat this one, and if I survive that, perhaps I can survive getting more.
Exciting. We'll see how qualified you are for your goal.
So that you will eat the mushroom.
Oh boy.
Roll fortitude.
it is so expected.
It's okay. She's a kineticist. She has this. Oh shit. Nat 20 did as well.
Yeah, but that's a high roll.
You add, not only does it just taste mildly spicy and incredibly pleasant, but you also breathe a short burst of flames. That doesn't burn your throat.
She'll point the flames away from anyone.
I mean, the cat in front of you doesn't mind getting burnt by it.
Oh, okay. Then sure, she could point it directly at the fiery one.
Look, part of her fur looks like molten magma. You're fine.
Oh, fair. 1 second.
Stargales.
During our brief walk to this location, Ditesta would have kept an eye on everyone's footwork. Who seems to be lighter of foot and dexterous? Someone who maybe hides in combat?
Why are you asking? Also, Stargales, seems to be a problem. Every time I drag my token in, it appears under the tavern.
You probably need to make sure you have levels set up correctly on your end.
That's why it was plus 15 on everyone.
I don't hide in combat, but I can sneak a little bit if you need me to.
Ditesta is basically just looking at everyone to see who... He's trying to propose this to someone, but he isn't mentioning it yet. He's just keeping an eye on everyone's, I guess, capabilities, but...
Well, I have plus 4 dex.
He will murmur something uncomfortably, not wanting to draw attention to himself. Usually the allies that I aid, they request of me runes. I take divine inspiration from the Wind Speaker. Would this be of use to you, or any of you? And he'll show the... It's more of a badge that activates your outerwear, showing the chameleon suit. Essentially, I guess for 10 minutes, you can just hide without needing cover.
Ooh, that's neat.
It'll last
There's
about an hour.
There is one other thing though. After Zandra lets loose the flame breath, she also then very suddenly seems to combust, and you lose sight of her in the fire for a bit. And when it finally dissipates, she looks considerably different.
You should tell them how.
Yeah, give me a second. She then looks down at herself and blinks, and she says, "Ah, that mushroom was the fire herb mystica, wasn't it?"
The fiery one just grins. Congratulations. You managed to survive one of the trials that a former empress did.
Let me guess. The one who was also working as my programmer?
Why, whatever do you mean? I can hardly imagine that a programmer was a former empress. That would be so scandalous.
So scandalous.
Itachi just places the item back in his bag, clearing his throat. Never mind.
Just as a quick thing, so you can see, while she's still very much walking on all fours, this is what she now looks like.
A unicorn rainbow fox?
Not unicorn. That is not a horn there. That is a feather piece.
Looks neat. Very
the only thing I will note is the 3 new party members won't be able to see the wings.
Oh, okay. So no wings. Got it.
Just the 3 new ones. Tong and Sprout can see them. It's a special property of Infields.
Got it.
And once you're around her long enough, you'll one day wake up and see them.
All right. Langen is mesmerized. She's just jumping around you, excited by your beauty. How did you do that?
I was given an Herba Mystica, and all of the Herba Mysticas have transformative properties. Very, very permanent ones.
Permanent. Well, so that's just how you are forever now, then.
Unless I get something else that has a permanent polymorphic effect, yeah.
You look
That's
very cool,
neat.
though.
Permanent effect? Langtian just clings in. Tell me more about that after. Would you?
I suppose I could just give you a brief. There's 6 different Herba Mystica representing different elements. And any of the if you eat one of them, it has, well, I guess it depends on the dosage. Dealin looks at the twins. And because usually when I've seen them used at full degrees, it tends to have tends to have a very predictable outcome. But anyways, each of them will have a different transformative effect on you, depending on which one you eat.
So it's element based. All right.
Correct. So if you were to
Yeah.
have a water Herba Mystica, it would make you aquatic, for example.
Well, let's hope that water's nearby if you eat that one.
He said disappointingly and continues silent.
She'll say, usually the water Herba Mystica makes you amphibious, so you don't have to worry about if you're not in the water.
Oh, that's at least good to hear.
Though I don't know what happens if you eat it underwater.
You become fish.
This one, the friend who ate it underwater, they became some sort of squid creature. It was actually rather fascinating to watch, especially because of all the different reports about about some kind of giant squid that sank ships. After
I see. Well then, I guess there's your answer. If you eat it underwater, you become a giant squid.
Well, that's good to know at least.
Listen,
So,
all you
answer
need
me.
to do is be very, very careful that you do not get caught by the fishermen. Otherwise, they'll be having calamari for days.
Terrifying sentence.
Answering Sherafield's question, I am a rogue and I have +4 dex if you want
I was
something.
speaking as I'm sure I have a much different voice as my character, but basically he revealed what was the item, said something, and no one said anything, so he just put it back in his backpack.
Well, everyone was talking, so
sorry, it was just gotta
I don't need to try that.
Based
I
on his
saw the
demeanor, he's not one to talk often. He seems very sheepish when he talks about anything. So when everyone was distracted with her transformation, he just went quiet again.
Oh.
I will say if you're looking at the party, Zanja will appear to be light on her feet, but she doesn't seem to be sneaking around much.
Langzan is walking as if he's ready to run at any moment. Like, very tense.
In Zanja's case, it's just because she's a sylph.
Anyway, sorry. Feel free to do introductions now that we're caught up at a in-between point.
I think most of the introductions were done.
I believe so, yeah.
Nothing else anyone wants to say?
Not now.
Okay.
Now.
All right.
It is time to kick ass and chew gum. And I'm all out of ass. So what now? Do we arrive at our destination? Any complications?
All right. So, what's that coming over?
There's my dog howling at the fire alarms.
I thought
I'll
it
be
was
real
a
quick.
siren.
Okay, so the party would make it out towards the forest with Lavina merely saying, I will catch up with you. I need to go retrieve Gilbot.
Oh, all
Who
right,
said that?
but don't take too long.
Don't worry, I'm faster than you.
Fair enough. She then blinks and says, I thought most people who ate these metal or fire mystica usually ended up pretty fast. Though I guess I shouldn't outspeed the party.
Fast, huh? I'm gonna activate Wand of Tailwind.
Anyway, each of you roll perception.
Perception or initiative?
All right.
Perception.
Alright. The good thing about having two characters.
Oof. I think I'll re-roll mine because I have hero points.
I see a completely average amount of things.
Okay. Tori, Liang, and Sigil are the only ones who managed to.
It's not sigil. It doesn't. It did not rename the token for some reason.
It
I'll do
is
it in
Liang
the
Zhang.
character.
So what is it?
Liang Yan?
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Okay. Longyan and Tori managed to see as she seems to almost disappear with how quickly she is able to run towards the rooms up the stairs.
That's incredibly fast.
Speed. Now it should work. Yeah, very interesting.
Okay. So activating maps as soon as this fucking loads.
Doopty. A 3D map?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, the other map was just an older map, so the 3D hadn't been set up yet.
One moment. Actually, 5-minute break while I get this set up since it's having an issue.
All right, that sounds good.
Okay.
So this is us just looking around as we're traveling.
Yeah, the tokens are all set. You need those, Joseph?
It is snowing outside.
Oh boy, get that snow.
Yeah, we never fucking get snow anymore.
Hello again.
Hi.
Hello.
Thanks. You wanna come here, buddy? No, you don't wanna come here. Why is it whenever I sit down is the moment that you pick to get the fuck up, you stinkpot? Get out from under. No, get out of there. Get out from behind that. Thank you. You troublesome beast. No, you're not coming back in here. You said you wanted to leave, so stay out.
Time to kick gum and chew it.
Are you ready?
Hello.
Yes, I am.
Hello, hello. Ooh.
Is that a mechanical dragon? Is that a USB on his tail?
Yeah, you gotta charge it somehow.
I think the technical term is dongle.
Tetsu will whisper, I am concerned. What is that creature?
Oh, well, nice to meet you, Galebot.
Ooh, friend, Liangyan exclaims. Is it around the same size as Liangyan? Ah, medium, so it's smaller.
So
Very cute.
Galebot is the one who helps me store a lot of my extra inventions.
Well, that's nice to know. I'm pretty sure they're very strong. They look strong, at least.
Oh, she doesn't fight.
Oh.
Yeah, I never wanted to really make her a weapon, but she makes incredible music.
Is this creature a common place in the kingdom proper, the northern lands?
You wouldn't recognize one, though. Though also she says she built them.
Are you too inspired by Windspeaker?
I've always kind of felt a tug towards that particular goddess, but I never did anything with them. Though I kind of have an admiration for them. It's hard to describe.
He scratches his helmet awkwardly, thinking on his latest invention. I have a similar companion that I've created. I left it in my room. I forgot to make an icon for my construct, but we'll just say that he didn't bring it with him.
Look, all I can say is that the person who did Galebot's artwork has to be the greatest artist of all time.
Oh.
We won't name names, though.
I see.
Meanwhile, immediately my mind is pointing out every single fucking flaw that I see in my thing.
What? No, Gail looks beautiful.
Why the fuck is the green not covering that one part of the wing? What happened? What happened in my fucking files?
Artist problems, usually. Always see it after.
Problems. I appreciate it, though. Thank you. I tried.
I can update the token image if you ever want to fix that.
I think it's in Bada Bang Paint. Maybe I'll go back and fix it since I'm snowed in tomorrow.
It's green. It's pretty.
It's green.
Green,
Yeah, I
pretty.
like it. Looks nice.
Thanks.
So, I basically built into her this incredible tracking software to make sure that I could evade all of my find people who are breaking the law. She quickly corrects herself.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
Daitetsu will draw what appears to be a wand and begin to trace a rune on his armor. And he'll be casting, I think the spell is, which one? Spells? Focus spells. No, cleric spells. He'll be casting Vital Beacon on himself.
Ooh, free healing.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess we're doing the preparations. Then I'm gonna cast something else on Liang Yan. You're always running to the front, not recklessly, not caring about yourself, so we're gonna use this.
Well, if we're doing all that,
It's my turn to
see.
show you my true power.
Not sure my true power.
It's pre-buffing time.
Let's see.
Luvina would warn. You realize if they start seeing signs of a lot of magic being used, they'll notice us, right?
Yeah, that's fair. I hold off.
I don't.
I suspect we should communicate with them, understand why they are doing what they are. I don't wish to hide from them, unless that is what the group wishes.
We did plan for an ambush.
And they're going to be attacking us if we just announce ourselves. It's not like they're going to be like, oh, it's them, and we'll clearly just not attack.
They are not reasonable. They do not wish to speak, you believe?
And that would be how the reports go.
He sighs. The Starry Nights have fallen. I question if I should have left. Perhaps Reyna is the rightful. Never mind.
It's important to understand with some of the dissonance that's been going on in the Empire, the Star Knights have had to branch out further to handle some of the conflicts that are still arising between the Trackens and the Takumi. And some of them have gotten a bit greedy, found out that it's very hard to prosecute crimes that take place in those two territories. So anything that they do, they can typically get away with. Some people have not responded admirably to that realization.
I trust Nadir's reports, so if I must strike down my former allies without a single word, so be it.
I suppose
He
the
will.
real question is if we're taking them dead or alive.
If they resist, then they do not want to be taken alive.
It is entirely possible that they could be reasoned with. Though it is a strategy that may cost us if we attempt it. I will follow along with whatever you're doing because at the end of the day, I can just run away very easily.
I will give you a chance at negotiating, but if I suspect that anything goes sour, we will interfere forcefully.
Well, personally, I'm not gonna be negotiating with them. I have terrible luck with people.
I will support the negotiations if they allow that.
Well, then you go first.
To be clear, that's a party decision for all of
I
you.
suppose.
Mm-hmm.
So cast your votes, and anyone who doesn't vote is neutral.
If
Where?
I think Tori will go for it's better to fight them, and if we can, not kill them. If they are known to attack first, better to get the jump on them and then get the jump on us.
Well, certainly I plan to beat some sense into them, but if they are willing to surrender to capture, I will accept that.
These hands are deadly weapons.
Sprout looks at the potion and looks at the label on it again. Does it just say drink to avoid ambush and nothing else?
Yes. Yes, it does.
It doesn't suggest a time or anything.
Nope.
John would simply say I will follow the mission plan, whatever it is. He's neutral on whether or not to accept surrender or not.
I don't know. They've been screwing with people, going down the roads and trying to mind their own goddamn business. I'm pretty down on the side of fucking them up before we take them in. They deserve it. Especially if they've been littering or anything, wrecking the environment around here.
Correction, negotiating first. He's neutral. Like, he will fight if he needs to fight.
Levita would offer to Sprout. For what it's worth, and I don't have anything to go off of but stories. It is said that the Dark Queen takes great pride in her Star Knights. If they were turned into her and were revealed to be poisoning the name of the organization, she would... Luvina then just shivers thinking about it.
I see. Very well. But if they fight back and it's too difficult to capture them alive, I'm killing them.
Well, yeah. If they're too difficult to capture, that is kind of the case. I will accept their surrender, though. For certainly turning them into a Reina is going to be a far worse punishment than death.
I have simply caught far too many litterers, far too many times, and explained to them kindly far too many times why what they're doing is wrong. Nobody ever fucking listens. I'm sick of being kind about it.
Well, I've dealt with much of the same as you, Sprout. I've faced foes that irritate me, to say the least. And it is sometimes difficult to find where I belong in this world without my Empress. I don't mind ambushing these folk, but if we do, I am curious how long will it take? I am inexperienced with stealthing.
We'll make it work, I'm sure. Very well, we can try to negotiate first.
Don't be upset. Waiting just means that you can build up more of your rage inside to unleash it in even greater amounts later.
I suppose. I don't really like feeling angry.
With your heart.
Which of you would like to do said negotiating?
Daitetsu, just from everyone's experience with him thus far, he's extremely lethargic and somber, extremely non-charismatic, but he did offer to aid someone who is wishing to.
Judging by raw stats, I have the greatest diplomacy and charisma. But I don't think it will be very in character.
Depending on the state of their camp, I could potentially assist in this, but if it's messy and clear that they're not favoring the forest around them, I don't think I would be much help.
If the charismatic characters aren't interested in negotiating, we can just ambush. That's fine.
It's not that he is charismatic, is that he has the will, the menace.
Your character could also be manipulative. Having a high diplomacy doesn't necessarily mean that you're like super working with people. It just means that you're good at getting people to do what you want.
I
Yeah,
imagine
that
that
is
Sandra
true.
would probably would in character want to be part of the negotiations if there are any.
Potentially. The only concern I have is that in character, she tends to be a little honest. And honesty is
Well,
you're getting turned into Reina.
Well, the question
Alright.
is, is it in character for you to do it?
Um,
I think it is, from how you've described your character.
Generally, but this is also the same character that set up an assassination plot, so it's hard to say.
It could
I'm
be
gonna
up in the
take
air.
that as I am gonna take that
a
as a
reasoning
yes.
for
Then.
my character. I can do it.
Well, no, I'm allowing two of you to do this, which is why I'm allowing up to two people to participate in the negotiations.
All right, well, let's do it then.
Well,
But
ask
first we-
is, are we expected to each make a roll, or is the other participant able to assist the person instead?
It'll be either or, so you can either both take a roll or one is able to assist another, but you can't do both. So you can't make your own roll and just like assist each other's.
Okay. Daitatsu will stand with his original intention of aiding someone who is using diplomacy.
Cool, we still haven't found them.
Okay, so do both of you take a step forward?
Sure.
Wait, it's not on the right map. Fuck, I told it to send you all to the map.
No, no.
I hate
Oh.
this.
Still
That
the
explains a
tavern.
few things.
Why we're all just standing around.
Yeah, admittedly, it was a bit confusing to me.
We were just vibing.
Minecraft portal effects.
Nether going through.
Uh-oh. Is my browser having problems? I think my browser is being difficult with me.
Well, I know OBS is having a problem with this one.
Yeah, which is weird because it's not really a high impact map or anything.
It was the mushroom. Too many polygons.
Too many
Too many
characters.
mushrooms.
Too many people. Too many lives.
I see. Foundry in general is having issues.
Oof.
I went to refresh and it took 5 refreshes to get it to start loading again.
Pull out your
Okay.
pen and paper.
No, please.
We're gonna do it all the way.
And that's why we've got the 3D maps. It's basically like a representation of the old ways. Anyways. Except cooler.
Yeah. I'm excited to see how it works. I got the little testing one. It looked pretty nice.
Yeah, that one is someone else's map, so this one is just kind of a basic thing that I threw together. Except I don't know why it's having so many issues. Because I had it loaded literally, I don't know, 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, mine's stuck like at the end percent right now.
Same.
Yeah.
Mine is not even on the loading screen.
Time to check the console.
Oh, it's working. It's working. Never mind. Please. Oh my god, could it be?
Son of a bitch. Give me a second. I might need to restart the server real quick. Because it just
Right.
seems to be having an issue with general asset loading.
Oh, dang. Okay.
No, it's almost loaded. I
It,
think
no, it's almost loaded for everyone.
Ah,
Yeah, you're stuck at the same place as everyone else.
fun
So,
stuff.
yeah, let me restart it real quick. That's annoying. Because, like I said, it was working literally like 15 to 20 minutes ago, and now the server is like, nope, we're gone. Bye.
Oh.
Oh, how's the weather?
Horrible.
Oh, man.
Awkward elevator music.
I'll let you know when you're. It's good to refresh, but I have started the server, but it might take a second.
He's fine. As long as we're all having fun, right?
Sure.
Yay.
Magnetic shield. I need to learn how to make macros
your
on
sheet?
Foundry. Let's see here. Am I able to just make a blank item that whenever I toggle it, it gives me like +2 AC or something?
It's called Raise a Shield.
I have something separate that's
It depends what type of bonus is it.
just status bonus.
Status. Okay.
Interesting.
I want to make something that can just
How
toggle.
10k are you? I saw you had 31 AC.
Okay, it's still having issues right now, so go ahead and just toggle the 3D mode off. and there is a 2D version underneath it. It's just the vision is going to be a little fucky because for whatever reason that I can't seem to resolve, it just has a like white filter over it.
How
Where
do I
do
filter?
you turn
Okay,
it off?
there we go. Toggled it off.
Where do I
Where
toggle
do
it?
you turn it off?
As long as you're on the actor selection thing or token controls, it is towards the bottom. It looks like a 3D cube.
I see. If only anything would load.
Okay, I see now. I clicked it, and now I load into a black screen.
Fuck. Okay, one moment.
I told you, pen and paper, pen and paper.
Ew. Please, no.
With all the spells I have, oh my god.
Oh, I see. I need to uncheck this, and that should fix that, maybe? Let me see.
Yep, I can see now.
Okay. That admittedly doesn't bode well for the next section, though.
Well, I guess you go start without me because I'm still loading. Guys, are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just everything's so quiet.
I'm just setting up my spell because I forgot.
Here we go. Ah! My foxes!
What?
The foxes
Your
are
foxes?
gone.
My foxes!
Oh, yeah.
My foxes!
Gone,
Ah!
reduced to atoms.
Let me add those in.
It says it's like almost to manage to load the 3D canvas.
Yeah, mine's stuck like that, though, and I'm assuming yours is as well.
Probably.
Yeah.
So right now you're just going to have to turn it off, and we'll just make do.
Oh well.
Oh, well. In the actors tab, you said?
On the left side,
Where did I turn that?
there are a few boxes. There should be a cube icon. If you click that, it should
Cube icon where?
on the left side where you see the symbols, top left.
Mm-hmm.
It should be on the bottom, second column. It'll say toggle 3-dimension.
No, which one of the tabs? Actors?
It's not
No,
a tab.
so close
for menus.
your so it's not on your character sheet. It's on the battle map.
Mhm.
Go to the left
where?
side. Yeah, where the map is.
This thing.
Yeah.
Now I see. Why is she small again? And why is my token name reset? What the fuck? I must. Not this one either.
All right,
Fuck.
now I can see everything perfect. I just reloaded after I toggled 3D mode. All right. As Zetna and Daitetsu are walking, he'll whisper, don't know if this is a foolish idea, but I wish to keep you safe for taking on this challenge with me. And he'll cast Share Life on her, if allowed.
A lot of preparations.
I'll try to remember. Unfortunately, there's no spell effect.
Cool. Come on. Are we ready?
Did you already turn it off?
Yes.
Okay, so you should be able to see the board.
Yes, I just moved all my tokens around.
Okay. Then just give us 1 second.
Rithana, question.
What's up?
Rithana? I
1
yes.
second.
Can we say that chat in the bar counted as a daily preparations for my inspired stratagem feat?
Welcome back.
Sorry about that.
I can't get rid of the light thing. Okay, so for those who are going, move your tokens forward here.
Rithan, I have a question.
Yes.
Can this chit chat in the bar count as daily preparations for my Inspire Stratagem feat?
For your what feat?
Inspire Stratagem.
Give me a minute.
It says I designate 5 allies during my daily preparations, but can this count as daily preparations?
Sorry, give me a moment. I'm still reading this.
Oh wait, I posted the wrong thing. This one.
Sure. I'll allow you to count the time that you spent on the way.
Thanks. That will be Langyan, Daitetsu, Tori, Janja, and who will be fifth? I guess Sprout.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so Sanja's token is not moved to the correct location. She says she is going to get it in a second.
Okay.
I was just saying your token was in the right place. Also, you're not coming over.
Oh, apparently I was muted. Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Sorry, I got confused because my token was moving when you said I was going to be a second.
No. Right. You see a strange yellow light appear above each of your heads, and a star draws itself in the spot around you. You find a white furred fox with a trident and a very, very starry outfit approaching you, seemingly from nowhere.
Daitetsu will instinctively jostle his shield and, I guess, interpose himself between Zanja and the creature.
As Sandra would say, Well, hello there. Surprised to see a single person coming out.
Yes. Well, my fellows have no reason to trust you.
I see. Well, rumor has it you've been up to some particularly egregious activities.
Oh, what would that be? Do you have any proof?
Like I said, rumor has it.
What kind of rumors have there been? And who would be telling those rumors?
Just the locals, really. And mostly about missing caravans. And rumors about Star Knights being the ones behind it.
Well, I'm a bit confused at why you would bring me rumors. You're not looking for help in stopping them, are you?
Stopping ambushes on the caravan, certainly, as well as, well, anything untoward towards the natural land.
You look familiar.
She just shrugs and says, couldn't tell you why.
Roll deception.
Is it deception? She's in a completely new body.
I would say so, yeah. I'd say you're being
Okay.
at least a little bit deceptive here. Yeah.
Privately rolled some dice.
Oop. Sorry about that.
The knight looks you both up and down and just says, must just be my imagination.
Must have
He'll
been the wind.
shuffle awkwardly and say, "Are these rumors mistaken?"
Couldn't say. I don't think
What?
I would know about any kinds of caravan robbers.
He'll point past them. Then may we speak to your other allies and get an understanding.
Zanjo will say, I don't seem to recall saying that they were caravan robbers, just that the caravans were disappearing.
I would imagine that's implied, is it not?
Eh, robbing and kidnapping are two different things.
I suppose I see it differently. But as for my fellows, I don't think I will be asking them to reveal their locations. Suffice to say, your rumors are not of one person making these caravans disappear, but a group, correct?
Something of that sort.
Well, my group isn't a bunch of thieves. So you needn't worry about that.
As they are speaking these words, may Daitetsu roll a sense motive?
Yes.
And since motive is that a
Hidden.
blind, hidden?
Yeah.
To where I wouldn't know what the results are either?
Correct. But I
Okay.
will, and I'll be sending you a message in your secret channel for that.
Okay.
Alright then, keep your secrets.
He will press upon his holy symbol and say, I only wish to stir your hearts. I fear they are bound by pride and perhaps even fear like myself. And as he rolls this sense motive, we'll also be using this feature. Is it inventory? Oh, it's spellcasting. I guess technically it's a perception check. My apologies. This is what I hope to use. I don't know the orders of operations if I fail, how that works.
2 reactions?
One moment.
I don't think you can know if you failed the secret check.
Correct. You don't know if you failed. You just get a set of information. So that would not work.
Okay.
The die has been cast.
All right. It is in your secret channel.
Ooh, secret. Okay. He will say, as though they are both soldiers that are still part of the Royal Guard. Comrade, there is no need to lie. You know whom I serve, the Wind Speaker. She hears and speaks to me. Perhaps if you inform me why you are doing this, we need not shed blood.
Look, I'm not saying that we did rob any particular caravans, but hypothetically, surely you can understand. A lot of the merchants doing business with these lands, they're rich people. They make a hell of a living off of our labor, the working people, the ones who actually support this empire. What's so wrong if a few shipments of theirs go missing?
He takes a deep breath, thinking on his honor, what he seems to deem to be his honor. You say our labor. Do you mean to say us as Royal Guards?
Well, not just as royal guards, but the common working folk, those people who have to fight and labor for their checks, not some wealthy merchant who just buys these things and pays people off to do all their work for them.
You have been trained as a starry knight. You still hold the power that you have been training for so long to bear. Why not use that power to make your own coin and offer it to those that are less fortunate?
But do you not see these people? They take their coin from us. They pay us a pittance relative to the essential nature of our work.
Well, I only speak for myself, but I'm not here facing you for coin. When my empress left, I felt a piece of me had left as well. I have no ill will towards Reina or these politics and economic. While I do not support them and neither have I made an oath towards her, I still defend the land. That is why I do what I do.
If you are a follower of the wind speaker, then surely you would understand it more than any. The wind speaker is the goddess of innovation. She is credited with the inspiration that has pushed us forward in many fields. It has advanced our society. What do these merchants do to secure any of those such blessings? They are not under the wind speaker's protection, surely.
They provide the mathematical accounting that allows innovations to be something that people will work towards because they know that it could potentially hit the market and hit it pretty well.
Without the merchants' exchange of ideas, tools, and even dreams, inventions would gather dust. But you make a point, I make a point, but that is for the wind speaker to guide me. She has guided me here to face you, not pillage merchants. There is a time and place for complaints, but your actions are undoing those opportunities.
Why does the wind speaker care for these people? Again, they do not create, they do not provide. They're not like us.
Have you ever been a part of the Inventors Guild?
Well, no, I'm just a soldier.
Well, then I suppose you aren't very well versed in the process of going from creating an innovation and getting it out to the world.
Certainly, but I would imagine that no shipments have been robbed that were going towards the Inventors Guild.
It's more to even if the things that they're moving around are basic materials, you need an inventor needs basic materials, and also some of those things are going to be basic necessities. And if they fall under something more of a convenience factor, then it is a product of innovation.
Uh,
I cannot argue the morals, but these merchants have power through money. If not I, they will continue paying those that feel the need to fight you and your kind for coin. Is this a battle you wish to take?
Personally, I've been trained to fight for as long as it takes for what is right for my country, for my empire.
Well,
And
considering the
also
start,
for Zanje. roll diplomacy.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Daitetsu. You were saying?
Oh, what is your name?
Ooh.
My name is Ignis.
Ignis. I am Daitetsu. I was once part of the Soryuan clan. My people, they differ from I. I'm still trying to find my own voice and my own path in this land, just as you are in these new beginnings. But is there not a better way to enact whatever you wish than squabbling and fighting with adventurers that are being paid by these merchants that you hate? There surely is a better way.
How else? What other way could there be? They continue to do business. They will never stop. This is all profitable to them. And so long as there is profit, then our labor shall be exploited. The only way to make it not, the only way to end the cycle is to take away the profit.
Are you
That-
aware? Are we aware of this game, by the way? That Retha has resumed?
What?
You aren't, no.
Okay.
Zandra will just ask, so did Reina like stop paying you guys or something?
She pays us, certainly, but compared to the merchants, you must understand those people make far more money.
Well, I feel like that's something to take up with Reina, not the merchants. The merchants will do as they do. That's just the nature of running any form of capitalism. Reina is the one that lines your pockets, and if you're concerned about your pay, then that sounds like you should be trying to set up a bit of a strike to get that pay raised, rather than just targeting merchants.
I do not question her will. She is our queen, she is our leader, but she cannot afford to pay us anywhere near as much as these merchants make. This is not a thing that she can do.
If you cannot look your Empress in the eye and make your claim, then why would you dare harm those that are harmless?
So roll intimidation.
He says in his lethargic and tired.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh no.
-1 charisma. I
Hell
did
yeah.
not know it was that bad.
Yeah.
Oof.
This is how I designed the character. Very much depressed, but we'll see.
You know what? I am going to be incredibly kind and give Zanja the chance to back up this argument with her own roll. Roll intimidation.
Okay.
I wanted to see what happens. A little better.
Just a little bit.
Whereas Daitetsu delivers the argument in a rather lackluster form, Zanja clearly backs it up, appearing quite fierce.
Super fierce, the fiercest fox.
In response, Ignis says, "You know what? I would face my queen with exactly what I have done because I know that it is in the right, that it is in her name." Both of you roll perception. Not hidden.
Can I yell to them? I assume we're standing behind.
You should be about 40 feet away.
I see. Are you done here? I wanna I wanna rip out their guts already.
You see a flash of black flame before you, both of you. One that comes from behind you. The rest of the party doesn't need to roll to see it. You see,
One what?
a black flame that comes from behind.
Oh, okay.
The rest of the party, because it's right in front of them, sees it just fine. You see Lavina walk past you and notice, as she does, that a black flame surrounds her star earring. She just looks, and in a completely different voice than the Lavina that you've heard. "Oh, so you would tell me that you have been robbing merchants in my land using my magic training spellcraft. Is that what I'm hearing?" The fox steps away and seems shaken. We stole from those caravans, but Empress, those merchants, they pollute your land. They are not citizens worth having. Do either of you react to this?
Sandra just looks at Lavina and is like, you still carry that? Huh.
This is Reyna speaking through this.
Yes.
Tetsu takes a cautious step back, but does not say much.
He glances over towards Zanja. Of course she still wears it. Once you have donned the earring, once you have made it to that level of Mayan Knights, you do not ever take it off. You can defect, you can be too old, you can be dead, and it shall remain a upon you until the very last bit of your corpse rots away.
I see. I suppose I wasn't told about that in orientation.
Once a Star Knight, always a Star Knight. You swear a vow to me, an oath, and even while I was away from this world, that tradition never ended. People merely stopped talking about it.
No, I'm aware of part of it, but I didn't realize that, well, that particular earring was that potent.
Each of these earrings is a beacon for my magic. That said, I don't watch all of my Star Knights at all times, but when someone is saying that they will confess before me, that they will admit some sort of grievous injury of my laws, well, now I can hardly afford to ignore that.
Certainly.
She turns back to the kitsune. Ignis, was it? They just bow to the they kneel to the floor, bowing. Yes, yes, Empress. You are not one of my judges nor under my orders. So how am I going to punish you?
Daitetsu will squint his eyes and his eye and say, Ignis. He cautiously looks at Reina. When the he's struggling to say Empress, even though he does not recognize her as such. When your Empress returned and allowed you to leave your loyalties elsewhere, did you accept this new age as her starry night?
We all swear an oath of fealty to whoever would be the rightfully chosen Empress. So yes, she is mine.
Daitetsu sighs. I thought you were like me, declining her offer and finding your own path, even if it is mistaken. But it seems as though you are betraying her even now. Just for context, by the way, Reina had given the Starry Knights an opportunity to basically decline her offer as a new ruler or no longer become Starry Knights.
To drop out from the order, essentially.
Okay, and Ignis did not drop out.
And I'm just saying that for Ratana's sake.
Okay, just for clarification, because I know Daitetsu he dropped out, and it seems that though Ignis did not drop out.
This one graduated, learned our specific arts. Once you have been trained in star magic and our particular combat style, you no longer have an option. At that point, you've become an investment, and your servitude is required. Every Star Knight goes into it, at least when they reach that point, knowing that they have passed the point of no return.
Is she speaking generally or to Daitetsu?
She's speaking, well, both.
So I guess out of character, that would mean Daitetsu basically had not reached that point of no return at the time of switch.
Correct. That's the point when you earn your star.
Okay.
It's just
So there are people who train under the Star Knights and in their ways, and there's a certain level of training once you make that particular commitment and agree to not turning back that you then receive.
Okay. Probably some miscommunication. Because I initially thought that it was more. Go ahead.
If you recall, when I was messaging you about that stuff, I said that the stuff I was offering you there is a bit of speculation based off of Reina's personality in general. But it's pretty easy to make that one little fudge that your character just hadn't reached that particular graduation point when the change of rulership happened.
From my character's perspective, he vowed to um, Zetna.
Ketna.
This is way before Reina
Well,
appeared, right?
Well, yes, but I'm saying for them to have been able to drop out, that means that the change in rulership would have happened before that graduation. And that's all. I mean, you still would have been, like, during your training, you still would have been protecting the empire, yada yada, but the graduation happens when you've learned all the secret techniques.
And
Does
once
that
you've
make
learned all
sense?
the techniques, you are bound to serve every ruler, but future ruler.
Correct.
Okay.
Anyways.
Someone's back.
sorry, it's my roommates.
Okay.
That's what to say to Reina. Nadir tasked us with skirmish with these knights, these rogues, if necessary. Do you wish to handle this?
I think that's a rather suitable punishment. Come to think of it. She looks towards Ignis. So then, here's the wonderful choice that you get to make right now. Do you want to be alive tomorrow? Ignis looks deeply, deeply confused at this question. What what do you mean by that? The thing where you're breathing and growing and raising families and all of that. All those things that you get to do because you're alive. Do you want to be doing them tomorrow, or do you want to be the other thing? Alive? Is that a question? I wish to live, my queen, my empress. Please spare me. Levita walks up, puts her hand on their shoulder, and just says, "Well then, you can go with them, and I'll make sure that you live tomorrow." The knight looks incredibly confused at all of this and just says, "Thank you, most wise and gracious Empress." Fire suddenly vanishes from the earring. Levita seems dazed.
Zancha will then go to just kind of check on her.
I should not have eaten the sushi.
I don't think that was the sushi.
Are you okay?
Just a bit weakened, drained. I am sleepy.
Well, Galebot is there for your right, I suppose.
Gilbot pouts up and nuzzles against Levita. How did the negotiation go?
Well, Reina momentarily took you over. So, about as you could expect with that in mind.
Oh. She seems unnerved by that. Deeply, deeply unnerved.
He'll squint his eyes to
Yeah,
this. Why is this Empress playing games with people's minds and bodies?
because she's the queen of law and order. You have to be able to strike fear in anyone to be able to do that, and that means being able to do what she does as well through the Star Knights.
He points to the lady. Did she approve of this? Her body being taken and used
Tec-
for this purpose?
Technically, it is the oath you swear if you get that earring.
I feel generations have passed since she has returned. These folk are perhaps owed clarification on these ancient contracts, we'll say. The lady
Well,
appears unnerved by this.
of course she would be. I mean, it's not like any of the previous empresses were tapping into that particular artifact.
He sighs, thinking on all of his friends and family that have taken oaths without realizing the power of this new empress. Well, what is next?
Lavina would just say,
Next,
although somewhat hesitantly, "It's certainly unnerving, discomforting, and disquieting, but I knew I was going to make sacrifices for my art. I don't have any regrets. I won't allow myself to regret this." She
Katetsu
pats
just shakes his
Gilbot's
head.
head.
all right, may I interfere in this teary moment?
Anyway,
walks forward.
the other Kitsune would come out of the shadows and the rest of the party may approach. They seem to be resigned.
To be what?
Resigned to their fate of being turned in.
Sanja would then pick out or pull out a wooden circlet from her bag and try to see if she can, or actually no. Does she understand that the answer to the question was that they're getting turned into Nadir?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. She won't bother with the wood circlet. So then she'll just turn to the party and say, "Well, I guess we'll need a lot of rope or something. I don't really know how we're going to do a good job of transporting them."
They look awfully similar.
Tian materializes iron manacles.
Lavina says, I wouldn't worry too much about transporting them. I imagine that they know exactly what happens if they go against the Queen.
Fair enough.
You see a communal shiver pass through each of the foxes in turn.
Lenyan walks forward with a devilish grin on her face while his brother tries to stop her. Are you sure you... Oh, negotiations already over. So, I'm sad. Are you sure you want to be alive? Are you sure about that? Maybe you want to resist?
Ignis just says, I'm pretty dead set on not wanting to die.
Well, if you change your mind any later, just tell me.
Daitetsu glimpses at her with disgust. He will remove his helmet and draw a pipe and begin to pack it.
Sandra will say, "Well, when we get to our destination, there is one particular rule, which is don't damage the tavern. Otherwise, Nadir's wrath isn't that far off from Reyna's."
All right. If this stupid reptile won't jump on tables. No, this time I won't.
Anyway, I will just yeet you back to the other map.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, let's see if I can copy paste the tokens.
I do not want to adjust my size every time.
Oh, I meant the other tokens. Our tokens are already still in this map.
Okay.
It did not let me paste them. That is very sad.
It is.
Oh wait, I'm in the wrong.
I got
There
it.
it is. Okay.
No, I did that.
Oh, yeah. It's like, wait, I'm not on the. It's because I was on the tile menu and not. Anyways, we're good.
Yeah.
Nadir comes out of the kitchen to greet you. That was rather fast.
Well, bringing Lavina along had certain benefits. I have a feeling you thought that through.
I merely wanted to make sure that you had the right companions.
Yes, certainly. Although, admittedly, Knowing what I know about you, I almost want to know which library you've been investing in.
They just smile. I like to invest in whatever library offers good reading.
Well, I'm asking for which libraries I've missed, I guess.
Well, personally, the one that I've been frequenting has an incredible selection of ancient dishes all throughout history. The ones that existed before the Empire, in particular, those are interesting.
And I would guess some of them involve fiery mushrooms.
Well, depends on how adventurous you are.
Well, and I would certainly love to be able to visit this library sometime that has these ancient dishes.
Well, then I can only recommend you go to the primal source, if those are the dishes you're interested in.
Very well then.
So then, he turns his head to face the foxes. I am very excited that I have so many wonderful specimens to help with my next dish.
This man cooks people.
Sancho will then turn to Liangjian and look aghast and say, "Excuse me, there's absolutely nothing that says that that ever happens."
Didier would just say, "Oh, let the kids have their silly little rumors about why all of these people who've wronged me suddenly disappear, and right before I end up with incredible new dishes."
Langyan interjects, "Hey, I didn't say it was a bad thing. Invite me to one of those testings. I wanna taste."
Nadir is jesting.
You idiot. Do not.
Daitetsu would assume.
You cannot tell one way or another.
The deer just stares each and every one of the foxes down. You seem to have brought them with an interesting bit of magic. I'm sure that'll add an extra bit of interest to the dish.
Quite possibly.
Igdish just stares at a deer in horror. Wait, you wouldn't be the guy that... You don't own this place, do you?
Oh, he does.
You've been interrupting my shipments, my dear says, with a smile. I I'm sorry, sir. Well, it's all water under the bridge. I'll just have you work it off. Tending to my wonderful establishment. That's it?
Oh, Sandra will just say gleefully, "I can't wait to taste your new special."
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure a lot of people are going to get enjoyment out of it. And because I'm such a generous person, I'll make sure that I cover the cost of your room, board, and meals. You'll get to enjoy that wonderful new dish I'm thinking of every day.
Excellent.
This man is a saint.
Like, Tetsu will shift uncomfortably. Is there anything more you need of me, Nadir?
No, you've helped me greatly, though I suppose if you wish to help, you could. Well, I'm looking to secure a trade deal with one of the wardens.
Um, in response to that, Sancho will suddenly have one of those PTSD flashback looks in her eyes, and then shake her head.
It's fine.
Well, your coin aids my inventions. I can't say no if the coin is right.
Sancho will say, "This isn't going to involve any of the ones working near the library, right? The Takumi one, that is."
No, no. Not a warden in the sense that you're used to dealing with.
Ah, those. Gotcha.
My friend has a bunch of rare ingredients, and I'm looking to set up my business with some higher paying clientele who are after very rare and exotic dishes.
Well, as long as those dishes are sustainable, I'm sure we can work something out.
Oh, absolutely. The resources aren't the problem. It's more of a transportation issue.
Ah, makes sense.
They're a bit far out of the way. But if we have a trade deal going, I'm betting they'll be a lot less far out of the way. So then, how about for both of these jobs? I will give you, seeing as how you're benefiting from some of this yourself, 500 gold. And because you'll be doing this particular job, you'll have access to the underground tunnels.
Fair enough.
A relatively safe space, and a place where travel will get a bit easier.
Very well.
It's been a while since I visited those.
I'm shocked that someone like you likes to go that deep underground.
She laughs and says, "It was well, go about 5 years back."
Ah, I don't mean those tunnels. Though I suppose it's a long-lost secret. To all but certain clans of druids, anyway.
Oh, I see. So there's a different set that you know about. Gotcha.
There is, shall we say, an underground road that connects every single place on this continent to every other. If you know the right sequences. Similarly, it's said that you could get access to some of the other continents, even. Though I've never confirmed that last part.
Intriguing.
Either way, It's nice doing business with all of you.
And yourself as well.
Did you hear
Or
what
I
the...
suppose I,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, or I suppose I should say it's not always, it always is.
Did you hear what they'd walk up to Suddy, pet them, and offer them a chunk of meat?
Okay.
Actually, that's a good question. Did Sanja promise Sunny anything after their little expedition? Need to remember, it's been so long. I don't remember.
You probably promised Sunny tofu.
Tofu? Sure.
Flaming
That
tofu.
Sanja will look at that and say, "You don't happen to have any more of those fiery mushrooms, do you?"
Fiery mushrooms? No. But I have other fiery plants.
That'll do. I promised Sunny a little bit of fiery tofu after the adventure there.
I will see what we can cook up. As for your adventure into the caves, be wary that they will not open up until sometime tomorrow, probably in the afternoon. They're a bit finicky.
Very well. I suppose I'll just go for a Stormcloud for the evening then.
Alright, we'll be ending a session there.
Right.
Hopefully...
And what were we promised for this mission?
For the two of them together, you're gonna get 500 gold each.
Oh, wow.
Wait, what do you mean two together?
Well, he's asking you to go negotiate a trade deal with a creature underground.
Yeah, I meant for the one we just completed.
Oh, like I said, for the combination of the two, you're getting 500. When both of them are done, you get 500.
Mm-hmm. Now I understand. So now we get nothing.
Correct.
Nice.
But you also get free room and board, so it doesn't matter. You don't have any need for money for a bit.
I guess.
Yeah, free movement board is pretty good.
Living rent free in mama's basement.
Living rent free in my head.
Alright, so that's all for now. See you all next week. Hopefully we all understand what time everything is and all that jazz.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you for the game.
for sure. Thank you for session. It was really fun.
Thank you.
Glad you enjoyed
Hopefully
it.
find out what happened with the 3D thing.
Hopefully we get that working, yeah.
Have a good one.
You know what's
Alright.
also 3D?